Hey, so I'm making videos for my team mentorship. And I was making a video about their story, your story, and why their story is important. And I started getting emotional because I was talking about my story. And I wanted to make this video to share with you my feelings and where I've been, where I've come from. If you don't know who I am, or maybe you just started following my journey, or maybe we just became friends, or wherever we are at in our friendship. But so in 2010, I started this weight loss journey, the end of 2010. And in 2011, I started sharing it. And I started blogging. And that blog turned into my Facebook page where I'm probably connected with a lot of you from. And I never intended, I never knew how that Facebook page would grow. All I knew was that I, I had something to say. I needed accountability. I needed to share what was going on in my life because that's just who I am and I talk. And nobody around me at that time understood me and could get it. And I was looking at some other pages, looking at some other blogs, and I felt like everybody made it seem so easy. And I was at the time 250 pounds and I was a size, 22, 24. And I was like, I don't know who the hell they are, but this isn't easy. And I was like, I gotta show somebody. I gotta tell somebody. Because I'm almost positive that for most people, it's not easy. It's not as easy as drink a lot of water, work out every day, and just eat right. No, it's not that simple. It is so much more than that. It is so much more than that because it's not just a physical journey, it's a mental and a spiritual journey. And I am now 5 years, almost 5 years into my journey. I started when my daughter was 3 months old, and she's about to turn 5. And I still struggle, and not as much as I used to, but I do. I still struggle, but there were days, and I was just thinking about how far I've come in my journey, and not just my physical transformation, but my life journey. How far I've come. There were days in the early years I hated myself. I hated what I looked like. I hated the number on the scale. I hated that I had to wear plus size clothes. I hated what I looked like. And then even after I lost weight, I started hating my loose skin. And there was so many times that I looked in the mirror and I cried and I cried and I cried. And I thought that just if I get to under 200 pounds. If I just get under 200 pounds, if I just could wear a size 10, if I could just wear a single digit jean size, if I could just be a size 4, if I could just be a size 2, if I could just weigh 150 pounds, if I could just weigh 140 pounds, if I could just be a little bit smaller, if I could just make a little bit of a bigger muscle, if I could just have a smaller waist, if I just didn't have a muffin top, if I just didn't have loose skin, if I just didn't have cellulite, if I just didn't have saggy boobs, if I just. And I'm here to tell you all those things. I've been a size 2. I've been a size 4. I've been 130 pounds. I've been 150 pounds. I've been under 200 pounds. I've been over 200 pounds since. I have been everywhere on this journey. And I'm here to tell you that none of it matters. None of it matters until you decide in your mind that you are enough. And this isn't something that I realized, truly realized, until recently, until a conversation with my best friend Lauren about over pretzels. Over pretzels, that's how the conversation started. But it wasn't something I realized until recently that I am enough. Even on the days I overeat, I still struggle. I have food addiction issues that I am working to overcome every day. Every day I am working to overcome that. Every day I have to think about what I put in my body. Every day I have to make a conscious effort to pay attention to what I'm eating, to pay attention to making sure that my body is moving, to making sure that I'm getting enough water. It's conscious effort every day to pay attention to what I'm doing with my body. Am I better than I was a year, 2 years ago? Absolutely. I worked hard to be better than I was a year or 2 years ago, and I continue to work. And I believe that I will continue to work for the rest of my life because I spent 20, how old was I? 22, 23 years of my life. I mean, I was overweight by the time I was 5. And I was the first one at the table at a birthday party asking where the food was. And I was the last one to leave the food table. And I just ate my way through life. And food was the answer to everything. And I would eat dinner and I would come back a little bit later for a sandwich. And I would wake up in the middle of the night and I thought that because I couldn't sleep, I must be hungry. And I would go make another sandwich. And I would, oh God, I can remember leaving. I spent a couple years with an ex-boyfriend and I would leave his house at 2 o'clock in the morning and I would stop for a 10-inch hoagie. Why? Because it was a terrible relationship. It was a terrible relationship and I buried my feelings in food. I would leave sad because it wasn't what I wanted it to be, and I would go get a 10-inch hoagie with extra mayonnaise and extra cheese and an orange drink, and I would bury all those feelings in food. And when my dad died, I buried everything in food. When everything I did, I buried in food. Good, bad, ugly. It was buried in food. So to say that I don't struggle now would be a lie. Because I've been on this journey for almost 5 years, you think I'm just fixed? And I just get it now? No, I don't. I work really hard mentally and spiritually. Forget the physical. I work really hard mentally and spiritually to find balance in my life. But what has made a difference for me is realizing that even on the days that I eat too much, because I do have those days, even on the days that I don't work out, even on the days that I don't lose weight, or my clothes don't fit right, or I don't like the way my body looks, even on those days, I am enough. I am enough because I do my best, and my best is enough. I am enough for my kids. I am enough for Nick. I am enough for me. I am enough for my team, my parents, my family, everybody who loves me. They see me as this awesome person, and my God sees me as his child, his perfect child that he created in his image. Who am I to say that I am anything less than that? Who am I to put myself down? Who am I to say that I am not enough when I am enough for God, the God of the universe, when I am enough for the man who loved me at 300 pounds, when I am enough for my parents who raised me and did their best? It's not their fault. When I'm enough for my children who came out of this body. I birthed 2 beautiful children who look at me as perfect. Who am I to say that I am anything less than enough? Anything less than that. And I'm sharing this with you because I want you to know that you are enough. That you're God's child. That no matter who it is in your life that has ever told you that you're not enough, that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy, that you're not capable, that you can't make change, that you don't deserve change, whoever told you that is full of shit. Because you are. You are. And I want you to know that. From the bottom of my heart, I want you to know that you are enough.